Hi, my friends. I'm just out of the shower, but I have a very, very important message for you that I had to bring you right away. So, this is as fast as I could bring it to you. First, I have a story, and then I want to tell you what's happening now. So many years ago, I had a dear colleague who was treating a woman who was having an affair. And her situation was complicated. She was trying to end the affair, but she was struggling because this person was her boss. He had a lot of power, and it was very complicated for her to try to extricate herself from the relationship without losing her job. And there were a lot of complicating factors. So she was really working on leaving right when someone told her husband about the affair. And he was so distraught by this that upon learning about it, he immediately drove home and unalived their entire family. It was a story on the news about 10 years ago. And it was just horrifically bad. So this is one of the many reasons I recommend you not contact the partner of, your partner's affair partner. Like, don't tell the other person's partner because we don't know them. We don't know what's going on with them. We don't know if they're in an emotionally fragile place. We don't know if they have a history of acting out and becoming violent. There's so much we don't know, and it could put their entire family and a lot of very innocent people at risk, and those people can be collateral damage. So why does this matter now? So I just got a message telling me about this group that has formed that is basically designed to, I think, harass and intimidate another user on TikTok, which is the other woman and the wife, also known as Chelsea, and her followers. Now, you've likely seen her videos. I know she's very, very upsetting for many of you. You've reached out and told me this, and I really understand. Her style and her approach is quite harsh sometimes, and she can ask a lot of questions, and she, doesn't particularly believe in limerence and some other things. So I know she upsets you. And actually, I've talked to her about this. What you may not know is that Chelsea and I are friends. And I certainly don't agree with everything she says. And I really don't particularly agree with her style. She and I are very opposite on the style spectrum. And that is okay because she is a very smart woman with a different perspective. And I really like to hear what she has to say. I pressure test a lot of my ideas against what she's saying. And I think about how I would explain some of what she's observing. So I benefit from thinking about her different perspective. But I'm in a different place than you, meaning I'm not actively going through an affair right now, and I'm not feeling all those feelings and all the pain. So I get it. I am probably not very triggered by her every once in a while. But I totally understand that you are. And when you are feeling this way, the right thing to do is just block this person, right? You don't need to act out. You don't need to create a support group to harm her or her followers because everybody deserves a supportive community, right? Now, there's some exceptions, right? If there are groups that their sole intention is to spread hate, they don't need a support group. But everybody who's going through something emotionally challenging needs a supportive community to find their way out of it. If you don't like something that someone else believes in, fine. Please advocate for the opposite view. I want you to use your words and your vote to create change. Threats and intimidation are never, ever the answer, and they make problems worse. So if you happen to know anyone involved in this group, I would really like you to ask them to stop targeting Chelsea and her followers. I get it. I understand. It's completely reasonable that you want to shut this group down. But law enforcement is now involved. There are going to be some serious consequences for people that are connected to this. And there are so many tools that law enforcement has to find out who's who that I don't want any of my followers to experience adverse consequences because they didn't know what was going to happen. You could accidentally create a very dangerous situation for a person or a family. Like I said, there could be a lot of collateral damage. You could be held liable. So please don't do this. we can do better, right? We can do more than this. And if you need help figuring out how to extricate yourself from this situation, please reach out to me. Everybody needs a supportive community. You do too. And we can do this better. All right. I hope this helps. And please be careful. I'm thinking of you. Big hugs to you.